now request Ms. Rita Teaotia, Secretary Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
His Excellency, Shri Suresh Prabhu, Minister for Commerce and Industry, Government of India, His Excellency Pehin Dato Lim Yok Seng, Minister at the Prime Minister's Office and Second Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Brunei, His Excellency Mr. Chuan Dwara, Secretary of State, Ministry of Commerce, Kingdom of Cambodia, Phnom Penh, His Excellency Mr. Lukita, Minister of Trade of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Yu Kin Mong Cho, Union Minister of Industry, Myanmar, His Excellency Mr. Jim Jock Hoy, Secretary General of ASEAN, Her Excellency Ms. Nora K. Terrado, Deputy Secretary, Department of Trade and Industry, Philippines, Her Excellency Ms. Chutima Bunya Fasara, Deputy Minister of Commerce, Thailand, His Excellency Mr. Sao Kok Hung, Vice Minister of Industry and Trade, Vietnam, His Excellency General V.K. Singh, Minister of State for External Affairs, Government of India, Shri Rakesh Bharti Mittal, President-designate CII, distinguished guests from ASEAN and India, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the ASEAN-India Business and Investment Meet and Expo 2018. It is indeed my privilege to welcome the ministers from ASEAN and India on the occasion of the ASEAN-India Business and Investment Meet and Expo 2018. On behalf of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, I also extend my heartiest welcome to all the delegates from ASEAN and the captains of Indian industry and trade who have joined us in our endeavor to further deepen the trade and economic ties between India and ASEAN. Your presence here is a testimony of our shared commitment to promoting mutual trade and investment for shared prosperity. This is also the central theme of ASEAN-India Business and Investment Meet 2018. This meet is being organized at a time when ASEAN completes 50 years of its formation and 25 years of the ASEAN-India Dialogue Partnership. This is also a significant precursor to the ASEAN-India Summit being organized on January 25th and our Republic Day celebrations on January 26th, when India will be hosting all the leaders of the ASEAN member states. As rightly pointed out by our Honorable Prime Minister, 26th of January is a historic day for all Indians, but 26th January 2018 will be specially remembered in our history as a reflection of our strong bonding and mutual connect with ASEAN. ASEAN and India together represent about a quarter of the world's population. ASEAN accounts for 10.13% of India's total exports and 10.17% of its imports. At US 2.6 trillion, the ASEAN economy is the sixth largest in the world and the third largest in Asia. ASEAN's share in global exports has increased from 2% in 1967 to 7.2% in 2016. And its share in global imports has increased from 2.3 to 6.6% in this period. This reflects the rapid pace at which ASEAN's trade has expanded over the years. India, the third largest economy in PPP terms, has been making rapid strides. Our exports have grown 12% since April to December 2018, and imports have grown at 21.76%. This is a manifestation of India's trade openness and a result of our policy reforms and initiatives. The key flagship programs of Make in India, Skill India, and Digital India have strengthened the general economic and investment sentiment. India is a young, IT-savvy, fast-moving economy with an economic growth of over 7% and is poised to become a US $5 trillion economy in the near future. With more than US 450 million internet users, India offers the second largest online user base globally. We have 480 million people in the age group of 15 to 34 years, making the country potentially one of the largest pools of skilled manpower. Today, we are a nation poised to reap the benefits of these trends, and we invite our ASEAN partners to be a part of this opportunity. The rise of the services sector is redefining India's growth narrative, and this is a common strand between India and ASEAN. Services constitute more than half of our GDP, and among the ASEAN countries, the services sector dominates the economy of Singapore at 74.4%, Philippines at nearly 60%, Thailand at 55.3%, Malaysia at 54%. The services sector also contributes over 40% of the GDP of Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Myanmar. Our services exports were $163 billion during financial year 16-17 and have grown steadily since then. Our imports have also increased to $95.7 billion in 2016-17. And services sector has now proved to be the largest FDI attracting sector in India, with a share of about 18% in India's total FDI inflows in the year 2016-17. I believe there is immense scope for mutual collaboration in the services sector, especially in healthcare, tourism, and financial services. Complementarities exist also in the related area of pharmaceuticals. India can play a vital role in lowering healthcare costs in ASEAN countries, given its capacity to deliver world-class drugs and formulations at reasonable cost. Other sectors such as agriculture, marine products, gems and jewelry, textiles, electronics and engineering, auto and auto components can further deepen our trade ties. We need to deepen our efforts for trade facilitation and explore new means to promote these mutual interests. This is possible if we remain connected and engaged in discussions to further promote trade through the review of the ASEAN-India Trade in Goods Agreement and our ongoing RCEP negotiations. As ASEAN is our immediate neighboring bloc, connectivity between India and ASEAN is of immense importance. Together, we have taken several initiatives towards this end. A significant connectivity initiative is the Indian-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway, which when completed in 2018-19 will provide seamless road connectivity over 1,360 kilometers from Manipur in India to Mae Sot in Thailand. The Rita road project in Myanmar adjacent to Mizoram will also provide all-weather connectivity between the two. The Trilateral Motor Vehicles Agreement will facilitate seamless movement of passenger, personal, and cargo vehicles along roads linking India, Myanmar, and Thailand. The Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport Project, also under implementation, will provide an alternate access route to the northeast region through Myanmar, connecting up with Zorinpui in Mizoram. And the completion of the Dawei port in Myanmar would facilitate connectivity with Chennai and Ennore, and eventually feed the Mekong-India Economic Corridor linking with Vietnam. At the last ASEAN-India Summit in November 2015, our Honorable Prime Minister committed a line of credit of $1 billion to promote projects that support physical as well as digital connectivity between India and ASEAN. The Ministry of Commerce has set up a project development fund with an initial corpus of rupees 500 crores to support projects in Cambodia, Laos, PDR, Myanmar, and Vietnam. These initiatives, which I have enumerated, together will provide a fillip to cross-border trade and investment, help to integrate our producers and manufacturers with cross-border regional value chains. Let me assure you, with our long-standing historic, cultural, and trade ties, India is a natural partner for ASEAN. Over these two days, ASEAN-India Business and Investment Meet and Expo 2018, we will have discussions on a range of subjects including trade and services with a focus on deeper engagement of India and ASEAN, regional value chains and connectivity aiming at greater linkages for collaborations, adding value in agriculture and the blue economy, trade and investment for a forward pace, and finally, a conclusion on the current status of the ASEAN-India relations, clearly envisioning the next 25 years, which will set the tone for our future efforts to strengthen our strong bonds on all elements of mutual trade and investment. I am hopeful that all delegates will engage in the business-to-business sessions, and I'm confident that this event will enable us to position ASEAN and India as a global economic hub and harness our vast potential across sectors to promote mutual trade and investment for a shared prosperity. On this note, I once again welcome you all to India and the ASEAN-India Business and Investment Meet and Expo. Thank you very much.